We good?
Good.
Yeah. Are we action?
Yeah, we action. We live.
Alright, so I'm going to start it out by saying, because remember I was like, I'm going to upload on my YouTube channel.
Okay, yeah.
So I got to start out with talking to them really quick.
Okay,
so they know what the fuck is going on. Because they might be like, what the
what's happening? This different. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Clinay. As you can see, this is a podcast setup. I know it's different. I know it's, it's new. I caught y'all off guard or whatever. But I want to introduce to you guys the Two Human podcast with my best friend, Leah. And it's crazy because both of our names are Leah. So it's spelled the same way too. Leah.
But that's like not the only thing we have in common.
Yeah, we got so much. We got a book.
Honestly.
On this, yep. To say how much we have in common, but obviously this is still my YouTube channel or whatever, but this will just be the platform that we bring our podcast to. We switching it up a little bit. We changing it up. We going with the flow. We going with what we're aligned with, what God has, created for us. We stepping into our purpose. We just trust in our spirit. We trust in ourselves. And, I just wanted to update y'all just in case y'all were confused. But, yeah, so basically this is the Two Human podcast, meaning we're just human as fuck.
Yes. And not just two human, but we're also two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want to share our journey. But not just like the after. Like the after. This is the before the in-between. And y'all gonna see the after of like what comes of us.
Yeah.
Putting in everything that we're not just... It's not just us preaching to y'all what we're doing, but also showing y'all. Yeah, like showing y'all really what we're doing and what's going to work for us, what's not going to work for us, how we fuck up, how we don't fuck up, how we learn from our fuck ups.
Mistakes,
and just everything in between because we might be spiritual beings in a human body, but at the end of the day, we're still human beings.
Yeah.
Like, we're still going to make mistakes. And that's not to... Like, one thing we definitely want to highlight is it's not to give us an excuse of, like, oh, we're human, so we're going to fuck up.
Like, to lean on as a crutch.
Yeah, like an excuse, but...
It's being real.
Yeah, like, it's just giving us that grace of, like, yeah, you are going to fuck up, because we both have moments where we fuck up and we want to be... Or we beat ourselves up so hard,
but we forget we're human.
Right, like, we're human, we're going to fuck up. And in those mistakes... is where we learn so much about ourselves. Like, I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for the falls that I've had or the shit that I've put myself through. If it wasn't for the
trauma, if it wasn't for the fuck-ups, the mistakes, the bad relationships, the bad friendships, all of that. And I know some of it sucks. And, like, some of y'all that have been through some really toxic, like, terrible things, it don't like justify the hurt you've been through or the person that projected that onto you, but it's like it happened. We're sitting here right now, whatever happened in the past happened. Whatever happened 5 minutes ago already happened.
Right.
Whatever happened a year ago already happened. Whatever happened when I was fucking 5 years old, it already happened. I'm 23 now.
It's nothing we can do about it now.
It's more so
like taking those things and moving forward with them.
Yep.
What can I do with this?
And doing the best we can.
Right, because that's one of my mottos for life is everything that I've done, like mistakes, good choices, bad choices, all of it. The sum of everything has led me to who I am today. Yep. And like I still may fuck up from time to time, but I know like you get so much. I'm getting there, but I love who I am. Like, I love being present and seeing the
growth.
Like, the growth within myself. Like, sometimes I just sit and look back and just see like all the different things, like where I have come from, like when I consciously made the choice to heal myself and better myself. Like I remember who I was in that moment and who I am now. And yeah, when I
So
made the
beautiful.
choice of like I want to heal, I want to get better, I wanted so desperately not to continue to choose the guys that I was choosing or make the choices that I was making.
Friends.
And I've gotten better with it, but I still made pretty shitty choices. And either way though, I can see the growth. Like, and I see it all the time, like on TikTok, social media, that healing is not a linear process. Nope. And it really isn't. And that's something that you really have to take into consider. Yeah, like you're gonna have your lows, you're gonna have your ups and downs, you're gonna have your moments where you're like, fuck, I'm stuck, I'm depressed, or whatever the case may be. But in those moments is where we really grow. Like, even when we were like shifting our mentality, it's easy to say, oh, I got money when you do have money in your bank account, or yeah, I'm confident when everything's going good. But when it's things that are like kind of when your life is playing out in a way, like playing out in a way that shows you differently from than what you're saying. Yeah, like it's in those moments that really make a difference of you saying like, regardless of what's happening around me, I'm still healing. I still love myself. I'm still a rich bitch. Like love. I'm still worthy. Like it's those are the moments that really count, because it's easy to say I love myself when your body looks good, or when you feeling good, or
you got a boyfriend,
right? Like you got a boo, you got money in your bank account. Like when everything is going good in life, it's easy to say like everything's going good. But when it's going shitty, it's hard to keep on going and keep on being positive. Like, but those are the moments that matter the absolute most.
Those are the moments that create so much energy. Because you're not pushing against, but you're like, even though you have nothing, you're still creating something beautiful. Mm-hmm. So it takes you're starting from the ground, like what's the saying? The ground up. Like you're starting here, and you're choosing to. I might be low today. I might be sad, but I'm gonna raise my frequency. So I can be here, because this is who I am. This is who I'm meant to be. This is who God created me to be. This is the life that God wanted me to be, or wanted me to have. This is just a moment. This is just a feeling. This is just a thought. This is just negative thoughts, negative influences, whatever. But I'm still not saying, I mean, sometimes you do have to fake it till you make it. I'm not saying like fake it, because you do want to acknowledge when you're down, when you're sad, whatever. But it's like in those moments you can choose to just sit in that and wallow in that and say I ain't shit. And this, that, to the third. Or you can say, although I'm going through this, I still love myself. I still am worthy of love. I'm still rich. I'm still at peace.
Because you know what I'm saying too, like those thoughts that come into your head, we hold the power to make those true. It's like a radio station. You can either choose to stay in that radio station and accept that vibe for yourself for today, or you can be like, nah, I'm not feeling that.
Let me turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, like let me change up the vibes. Like
sometimes
that's not what I want.
Sometimes you just need to change it just a little bit. It don't, and that's the thing. It don't require this much energy. And sometimes when we wake up and we're in that low state, we think, God, for me to get out of this, I'm gonna have to go to the gym. I'm gonna have to go eat better. I'm gonna have to change everything today. But sometimes all it means is, I just need to get up and make my bed. I just need to brush my teeth. That's all I need to do. And if that's all I did today, just like we say all the time, what matters is you did the best you could
for that day.
And that might look different each day.
Because today I might only have 40% of energy. And I think we talked about this before. But if you gave your whole entire 40%, then you technically gave it all you had. Instead of you had 100 and you only gave 50.
Right.
Then you can, beat yourself up, but hold yourself accountable like, I could have did more.
Yep.
But if you only had 40% that day and that's all you gave,
you could do,
then that's good.
And that's why I like to reflect at night, because it gives me that time, like when I journal at night, it gives me that time to really sit and think, like, okay, what did I do today? How do I feel right now? And, like, is this the best that I could have did? You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, then I'll be real with myself and be like, I could have did more.
And that's
But now the past is the past. I can't go back and change it.
right.
I could just try to do better tomorrow.
And that's a really, really good thing that I need to start doing myself too. Checking in on yourself.
Yep, checking in.
It's so good to check in on yourself because life happens constantly. Even when we're asleep, life is still happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good to take those moments to ground yourself and just have yourself present in that moment of, okay, let me take a step back. What's happening
See
right
what's
now?
going on.
Yeah, like,
what happened today?
how do I feel?
How do I feel?
Let me reflect on today. Like,
Yeah.
what could I have did better? What could I have did less of? Like, just take in
And also,
everything.
it's so important each day, no matter what you did or didn't do, to say, I'm proud of myself.
Yes.
Like, I catch myself sometimes when I'm journaling at night, and say I had a bad day and I ain't do shit. I would still find something that I did, and I'd be like, I'm proud of myself, though. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless, you made it through a day, you made it through, you know what I'm saying, whatever obstacles you're facing, and you stuck through it. Because, you know, so many people that's dealing with, like, I hate to say it, but, like, wanting to self-harm or end everything. Mm-hmm. It's like you made it through another day. So I'm proud of myself. I'm laying in the bed. I'm at home. I'm safe. I made it home from driving places. Mm-hmm. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't wreck. I didn't stop breathing. I'm proud of what I did today and how today turned out to be.
And that's so true, because sometimes we get so stuck on thinking we have to do more. Like, we're so stuck on more and more and more that we fail to, like, just be really, like,
just be present.
Just be present and just be okay with everything.
Thing that you can.
Yes, be accountable. Like, if you have a goal, go for that shit. Like, go after it with as much power as you possibly can. Like, do everything you can do to accomplish that goal.
Right.
But also, don't forget to just live. Like, don't forget to enjoy the moment, to rest, because we're not superhuman.
Yeah, turn the cameras off. Turn your phone off. Like, yes, I love YouTube. I love Instagram. I love Facebook. I love, you know, all that. I love content creating. I love making my little mini vlogs. But you got to turn your phone off sometimes. You have to turn the cameras off. And sometimes I catch myself, like, say if I'm doing something, like, fun, or I'm like, oh, this is cute, I should record. If I can't find my phone, I'll be like, you know what?
Honestly,
I'm like, let me just enjoy this moment. Why you need your phone? Why you need to record? If I happen to have my phone and record it, cool. But if not, just be.
That's so true, because I've gotten to a point now where when I go out, like, all my friends, they be having so many stories, and I barely be having any stories because I just be, like,
that's
in
why
the
I
moment.
lost my phone in fucking Raleigh. Yeah, I lost my phone in Raleigh.
I still can't believe that.
I lost my phone in Raleigh at a nightclub that I don't even remember going to. I thought I lost it at another club. I called this bitch on my fucking MacBook. She like, why is this email calling me? And I'm like, girl, I lost my phone. And it's crazy because I wasn't even really supposed to be drinking, but I was just drinking anyway. And that's
you was on a whole fast.
Girl, I lost my fucking phone. But it's because I was not really paying attention. I was being just present. Mm-hmm. But that's a whole nother story. Not saying lose your phone, because don't do that shit. That was stupid. But, you know, the point is we just saying, like, be present. And at the end of the day, if I had to get another phone, I could have, you know what I'm saying?
But that's a whole lot of work.
To get
a whole different phone.
By the way, to shout out our engineer / producer / business partner / team member, my brother, my motherfucking twin. You feel me? He is producing and recording and getting together our
figuring
sound.
all this shit out.
Yes, because we don't know nothing, but he getting all the sound stuff right for us. So I'm truly, truly blessed and grateful and thankful to have that. Because, you know, if we didn't have that, we would have still found a way. But it's like having that just makes things so
honestly,
much
because I
easier.
thought like starting a podcast was so much easier than
much.
this. I've been thinking like if I would have did this by myself,
Self,
I would have
we
gave
wouldn't
the
know
fuck
what to
up.
do. Yeah, so I just want to shout him out. His name is, I know him as Mikey, but his artist name Murzie, Murzie. I just had to get that correct and spell it out just so y'all ain't miss no letters. But Murzie. On Instagram, all platforms you can find. If you go to his Instagram and click on
so hard.
the link in his bio, you can find all of his music, his YouTube, like all links and stuff you need to know about him. We're gonna say shout out to all our sponsors, which is Clinay, my esthetician business where I wax coochies and eyebrows and shit like that. You feel me? We're also shouting out Ali Republic. 252 located, 252 bound, you feel me? We supporting 252 local artists. And yeah, it's a record label and we just trying to help other people get on network and stuff like that. And also I want to give a shout out to my friend's business. I'ma just pass it over to her so she can explain.
So my business name is Hato Shop Now. It's spelled HATOSHOUPP. And y'all can find me now under that hashtag or Instagram tag. But I will be changing it soon because I'm doing a little rebrand. So it'll be a different name. And I'm going to post that later on so y'all can get the name. It'll probably be on the link under this video.
Yeah. And I'll have it
on
the screen.
And it's just mostly like artwork, artists, logos. If you want to get your logos done, I do tattoo designs, paint commissions, and soon to come apparel as well.
Period.
And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say.
No, you did good. But anyway, that was a quick little commercial break or whatever. We had to shout out our businesses, you feel me? But all that to say, we're gonna reel it back in. And, we got on a little tangent or whatever. I do want to have a proper introduction for the podcast itself. I know I told y'all the name and, told y'all about my friend. Her name is Leah. Leah as well. But I kind of want to give y'all a brief. We're going to try to make it brief. But a brief, description of each of us maybe and, where we
how we met,
where we come from. I'll just start out really quick.
Yeah, you can go
Obviously, y'all know that my name is Leah. Leah Clinay on YouTube. Leah Clinay on Instagram. Clinay Co's my business page or whatever. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Hollister, North Carolina, a very small community. And I wax for a living. As of now, I'm a creator. I like to create. I like to make content. I just love being creative in general. I'm a Sagittarius. I want to point that out. I love reading. I love talking, obviously. And like I said, the rest can be saved for another video, but that's just a short, sweet, to the point.
Okay, my name is also Leah, spelled the exact same way.
Period.
Nieto.
Yes.
I am 24, finna be 25. What the fuck? I am, I swear to God, I am an artist. It's so hard to pinpoint, what I am, but basically an artist. I can pretty much draw about anything. I'm still expanding my talent, and honestly, from what I've started, I think I do pretty good, and it's just the beginning. But I'm pretty much just artist. I love creating different things. We're creators just in different genres. Oh, I'm from Panama City, Panama. But I was born in Panama. But I grew up pretty much in Emporia. Small town as well. Country as fuck.
Don't you think Hollister?
Yeah, Hollister is definitely I thought Emporia was bad, but Hollister is on a whole different level.
It ain't bad. It's just we ain't got nothing.
Y'all ain't got a Walmart.
We ain't got no Wendy's. I can't get a fucking spicy chicken sandwich.
Y'all don't have McDonald's.
I can't get no 4 for $4 with
That's
some
how
nuggets.
You know, y'all barely developed, really. No offense to y'all.
Since fucking 1922.
It's really a very small town.
It ain't a specific date, but we've been unincorporated. When you look up on the Google Maps and you put Hollister, NC, it says unincorporated community. And I be feeling so offended by that sometimes. Because you trying to call me unincorporated?
That's kind of...
I'm very corporated. I am more corporated than most of these corporated businesses.
I'm so weak.
But
anyway,
my bad, sis. I just interrupted you. Continue.
We didn't start off super close.
It gradually,
but eventually, like, I don't know what, like, changed. But eventually one day we were just like,
connected
we're logged
on a different
in,
level.
like, hey, can I ask you a quick
question?
question?
I need your advice. I ain't got nobody else. Let me, like, please help me. Help.
I got some questions.
Help. And I'm
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. But yeah.
Please.
All right, so I'm going to tell my perspective really, really quick.
Right.
Everything is basically the same thing. I was working at a job doing esthetician work before I had my own business. And, yeah, I was looking at my schedule. And honestly, y'all, I'm a waxer, so I do Brazilian waxes. This was kind of like me freshly starting, so I was still getting used to everything. So I was kind of like a little nervous with certain clients. This was my first time seeing, like, my schedule on my phone, you know, and it was actual real deal clients. Not like
That's so
models.
crazy because I did not get that.
You
vibe.
didn't know
like,
I was new?
No, like you
like,
handled that
honestly,
so well.
That was probably,
I didn't
I ain't
think.
gonna say the first day, but that was like that first week me coming off of training.
And I remember you telling me that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it
wow,
was the first week of
like
me coming off of training, like where I had the girl in with me. I didn't have no schedule. I just had people reach out and say they didn't mind being a model. That was it. I might have had a couple Brazilians a week, but this was my first like week or day where I had like my own schedule on my phone, and I had
this is
like,
what I gotta do today
every day. So you was one of the first ones, and it said Leah, Leah, Nieto, but I was like, who is this? I'm like, she must have booked me because she seen we had the same name. I was like, okay,
No,
can't wait to meet her.
I don't even think I picked
didn't
somebody.
click.
I will always pick
Y'all,
the option
I
like
seen
it don't matter
spelled
who.
the same, Leah. So I'm like, this girl must have seen my name and chose me because of that reason. So I'm like, when I go in here, I gotta give a good impression of Leah.
Right.
Anyway, so I went in, West. We had a deep ass conversation. We realized we related on so many levels. We both grew up very much spiritually in the church, more so religion.
With like a
preacher's
pastor
kids.
Oh
Yeah, we both realized that. We realized that we were creative. She told me she wanted to get into tattooing. She did art. You know, we wanted our own business, XYZ. So we connected on so many levels. I asked for her Instagram, and we started messaging on Instagram. And then, you know, we gave each other the number. We just started texting. Before you know it, we was locked in. I know we connected more so, like, on reading. I remember, like, you weren't even in my close friends at the time, but we was talking about something, and I screenshotted it, and I put it on my close friends.
Really?
I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm so glad I got to, I was been friends like this, and we got the same name, and we like to read. I was bragging on you, girl. But
I love that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that having a friend that related to me on that, like, preacher's kid level. Because I have friends that they've gone into church, like, they were in church, yeah, like, to a certain extent,
But
their
they don't
parents
get it.
were in church. But I was in church. Like, Wednesdays,
Sunday,
I'm in
Wednesday,
church. Fridays, I'm in church.
Revival.
Some Saturdays, I'm in there for choir practice.
Did you have fucking kids camp?
I didn't have kids camp, but I did have, was it like Sunday school when you had like that one whole entire week of
Sunday
Bible
vacation.
study? Yeah, vacation
like
Bible study. That's what it is.
We did that too.
I did have that, but I didn't have Bible. I think one year I might have went to Bible camp. But yeah, like that's what I really appreciated about our friendship at first, that we related on that level of like, you're a preacher, like you understand me on a level that not a lot of people will understand.
And you know what's crazy? You came into my life at a point where I lost a friend that I related to, and it, like, you can relate to people, you can have good friends, but like when you relate to a friend on a level that nobody else really relates to you, it's almost rare. So I had a friend like that, and we were like locked in, you know, no bad blood, no drama, no beef, but like we fell out. That broke my heart. Right. Because I'm like, damn, I just knew this was my person, this was my friend, we got so much in common.
Them friendships fallouts hurt so much more.
We got this church thing in common. Like, we grew up so being strict and religious. I'm like, am I gonna be able to find that again? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like when I met you, like, yeah, we talked about it, but I didn't even realize it was on that level of like so much we related on and stuff we had in common. So it's like you came into my life at a time where I really needed it, because I was like, damn, I can't find that again. You know what I'm saying?
But
I did find it again, and it's more of a healthy friendship.
Right. See, I think I still like have friends, but it wasn't to like the same level as you and me. Like you said, we just relate on
We only known each other like
a year. Yeah, because I think this year would make a year.
I know what. All right, we're wrapping up the video, so I know what we need to end on.
Yeah. What is it?
Y'all, this podcast have gave us many
many
problems. Not only with the name. First of all, we chose a name. It was supposed to be the I Am Podcast. Y'all, some of y'all probably followed it on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it was kind of took up. Like a few people had it, so we was already like, damn, it's not gonna work. And then the first day we were supposed to record with the I Am Podcast, it messed up. The microphone. I mean, it was something with the interface, microphones, equipment wasn't working. So we was like, you know what? Sorry, we're just gonna do it next week. So that week I had like a feeling in my stomach, like my intuition, which means trust your intuition. And I was like, you know what? I think we need to change the name. I think this happened because we need to take a step back, reevaluate some things, change some things, you know, be more prepared. Because that day, my good sis, I love her so much. She is so beautiful. But my sis was hungover.
Hungover is fun.
And my brother, he kind of fucked up a little bit too. Because he was not here. But all that to say, it's okay. That's why everything happened for a reason. Yeah. So that week we contemplated on the name.
And it's so crazy because that day we were both like on the same page. And that's what I love the most about our friendship.
Yes,
we be so aligned. Like, I love it. It's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like, I'm thinking about something and you think about the same thing. Like,
or either I tell you what you need to hear or you tell me what I need to hear.
And I love that you're always the first one to make that move. Like, I remember we were both at the same time, like, we're going to start a podcast. You were the first one to be like, all right, why not do it together? And I wanted to say it so badly, but I was just too scared.
You wanted to.
I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to, like, it come between our friendship or nothing like that.
Yeah, because, like, we both, I remember telling you, because you know I had a YouTube and stuff, but I remember saying something about a podcast, and then you said something about, you was like, you wanted to have a podcast. But I was just thinking it was going to be separate. Yeah. I was like, nah. You feel me?
Right.
But then it was one night we were talking about it, and we was like, we might as well just do it together. We already talk so much. We be sending voice messages. It's like 20 minutes.
Oh, my God. And I listen to on some of them, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna cap.
Towards the end, I'm like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah. Or either I have it playing in the background while I'm doing something, and I get pieces and pieces. But we be sending 5-6 minute voice messages every day, all day. So it's like, we talk this much, we might as well talk on the fucking microphone.
And share this knowledge. Because we be talking about something, not to toot my own horn. Like, I really hate being like that.
We need to brag on ourselves.
I really, like, we be talking that shit.
We be talking that shit. And that's why we started this podcast, because we want to share that with y'all. We want to be human with y'all, because y'all are human. You know what I'm saying? We all human. We all on this life together.
Right. And
we all on this earth together. You know what's so crazy? We were saying this earlier about perception and perspective. I was saying how I don't care. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I have some beliefs that I believe strongly. Like, I stand 10 toes down on. But somebody in fucking Japan or India or Hawaii, all these, even Charlotte, even Rocky Mount, somebody else might feel completely different. But that don't invalidate their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's all about perspective. We all human. And
then, too, like, we're all the same. Like, we all be fucking up. We're all connected. Like, what you're doing doesn't make you right or, like, wrong, or what I'm doing doesn't make me right. Like, we're living our own fucking life.
And we're all here.
We're fucking human. We're all trying to figure this shit out. Like,
you know what? That explains why every time you come across a person, I don't want to cap, but it's like every person you come across, you have some type of connection with, even if
because
it was
they're
unintentional.
reflecting to you who you really are.
You could have met somebody
That's
on
all
the
life
street.
is about.
You could have met somebody on the street, and you still had some type of connection. Because we're all connected.
We're all one, and that's something that I always think about. That's why human. I love our like that with the fact that we're both named Leah, because I really see you as just like somebody who I could have been. I was just born into this body just by chance.
Right.
I could have been you. You could have been me.
I could have been.
I could have been fucking Mikey.
And that's why with race, although race matters, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody is their own person. And embrace your culture, embrace right. everything. But it's like,
if we were all the same,
I could have been born your ethnicity. You could have been born mine. Like, what? That wouldn't change who we are as a soul.
You would have still been you, and I would have still been me. We would have just been in a different body
and different experiences. We're gonna end, I guess. Right. I don't want to, but we would go on. We would talk
and this is night. Why we're starting a podcast.
Yeah, because
it's so much that we have to talk about, like so much.
But anyways, y'all, hopefully, praying to God as we have faith, you will see this podcast by April 2nd on a Sunday. We're putting out there manifestation. You feel me? So we're planning to post and upload a new episode every Sunday. Weekly videos, you know, life happens. We're human,
right?
Too human, but you know,
sharing our life experiences with y'all. What we learn as we go on this human journey. Experience.
So you know, if it messes up one week and we can't post, you know, we'll give y'all a heads up. But make sure y'all follow us on our Instagram page we have together, which is Two Human Podcast on Instagram as well as all other platforms, and then follow our individual Instagrams, Leah, Clinay,
and Hado Shop.
Yep, and we'll have it put up here on the screen. But yeah, make sure y'all tune in.
We got a lot of shit to say. A lot of good shit to say.
We got so much to say. I could keep going.
Honestly,
I'm surprised I ain't cry.
No, I was really like, I'm not gonna cry. Like certain I can't fucking
I was
cry.
Gonna tear up.
I can't fucking cry.
When we was talking about our friendship. Because look, her birthday when she came down to my crib. No, I picked her up. I was like, did. Bitch, we ain't planned it. We was texting. I'm like, it is your birthday eve.
And I was like, bitch, you're not about to drive all the way from Hollister to come get me.
It was like 50 minutes, 45 minutes.
40. I think it's 45, 50 minutes.
I said, bitch, I'm about to come get you. I went and I came back. And then we was drinking a little bit. We ended up going to a club. We got drunk. I posted
drunk on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
lit on a Tuesday.
But I posted her little paragraph on my Instagram story. I was like, when she was reading it, she was crying. I was like, no, because I did say some sweet stuff though. Cause I was like, I've been praying for a friendship like this. No, I've been praying for a friend that was more like-minded like me. You feel me?
Yeah.
More aligned with me. And you know,
we said we won't go cry, remember?
Yeah. And I'm not. We might cry after this.
Right.
We might cry like when we
later on when we look at the video.
This is so big for us, y'all. We messed really up so many times. Like the first time we recorded, it didn't work out. Right. This time it was about to not work out. We spent about 5-6 hours trying to get it to work.
Day. Like the sun ain't even out no more.
Yeah, but we was committed. We was like, we're gonna do this.
We have
faith. So we gotta celebrate because this is a big milestone. Like no matter where this goes, it can get fucking 0 views. I don't care. We took that step. And that's what life is about, taking that step. That's what being human is about, taking that next step.
Definitely.
Not being scared.
Not staying where you're at.
Not being fearful.
Just keep going.
Not being fearful. Remember we said that was going to be our
Not being scared, yeah.
Our first podcast episode topic was supposed to be about fear. And that's crazy that it's ending on fear.
On fear.
And that's on 222. Because 222 was the angel number we kept seeing.
Yes.
So
I swear, I seen that shit on the gas, like my little gas thing when I was driving to work the other day. I just happened. I was thinking about something, and what I was thinking about was something creative. I remember that, and I just seen 222.
I seen that shit on my bank account. That's how serious
Period.
it is.
Yeah.
But y'all, this is the end of the podcast. The first very episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to my brother. Thank you to my
love
friend.
Maggie for being patient with us.
Thank you to my supporters. Thank you to her supporters.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody. Like, thank you to life. God. Oh my God.
For being here.
God. God. That's all I gotta say. I ain't gotta say nothing. I don't gotta say
That's it
religion.
right there.
I don't gotta say what I do, my practices. All I gotta do is say God. God. But God. Okay. But God. Thank you, God. Love you, God. All right, we out.
Yeah.